I feel like we're about to see the fall of mankind before we get into everything else. If I'm right, that's an amazing setup, and I'm here for it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and it's pretty obvious what we're here for. You saw the name of the video. Um, this is something that I've wanted to watch for a long time now, because I've heard how, I don't want to use the word epic, but, well, maybe, sorry, I was thinking of using the word epic as in, this is epic, but maybe as in, this is an epic, which may be where that word originally comes from. I just know that this has been talked about for a very long time, and I believe it is either, no, it's coming up on its 50th anniversary, because I did actually just see a news article about how they're releasing like a gold version of the Yamato as like a special item for its 50th anniversary. I think that I had seen something some time ago about the 46th anniversary, which is when I first thought that I wanted to watch this, but I kept putting it off because that's what I do, unfortunately, and I only have so much time in the day. Like, my current editing schedule leaves no time for me to do anything else but record and edit, yeah, so. But I guess that also leads me into something else I should talk about before we get into anything about actual Space Battleship Yamato, which is I will not be adding this to the schedule where I show Silver Tier what is going to be released, or typically Silver Tier shows what I'm going to record that week. This will be uploaded with Silver Tier stuff, so Silver Tier will get it ahead of everybody else, and then it will be put on Bronze Tier and then YouTube, as per everything else that we do. I'm just saying that I'm not adding it to the schedule. And those of you who are used to seeing me watch my live stuff, or sorry, my solo stuff live, this is also not going into that lineup either. Very specifically for, I guess, two reasons. One, anybody who's heard me talk about the real life stuff knows that the health concerns aren't getting much better. So I don't want to put it on I don't want to put it on the record and then not be able to fulfill that promise. So that the second part therein is that it allows me to record this in my own time. So without, again, feeling like I'm letting you guys down if I don't get it out in a certain amount of time. The schedule is the promise, and we hate when we can't fulfill the schedule for any given reason. So this is bonus. Consider it bonus content. Now, that said, what do I know about Space Battleship Yamato? I think what I heard, we're in a similar situation between, say, Robotech and Macross here. I've heard stuff about Star Blazers, which I believe is what that is made off of the back of Space Battleship Yamato. I have not seen Star Blazers, but I believe the concept there from this is that the Earth gets like almost completely annihilated or something like that, and the survivors live underground, and they rebuild the old World War II warship Yamato in secret from beneath its wreckage, and then use that to fight back against the aliens. I think that's the concept that I'm familiar with. At the same time, I don't know anything else. Everything from this is a complete mystery to me. You can tell by the bare bones overlay that I put together that there was no hints as to what's going on that I brought up. For some reason, also, if you watched our Macross reactions, you'll know that I was completely wrong about this guy over here. And for some reason, I thought he looked like the captain of Nemo from from Nadia, The Secret of Blue Water. Wherein I was just completely off on that. I don't know what I was remembering there. Otherwise, God, I think there was something else. Oh, right. One more thing before we stop my rambling and we actually get into the first episode. I plan to watch either 2 or 3 episodes back to back here in the first recording, which means that there won't be any notes or board until, say, episode 4. If I cut short, then episode 3. Also, the subtitles that I have are from Central Anime, which means that they're going to be the old yellow subtitles, which I hate. But I have to see what they look like first in the recording format. And then after that, I'll probably change them the same way that I was doing with Legends of the Galactic Heroes, because I am 5% knowledgeable in how to edit SRT and ASS files. So if I need to reposition anything on the screen over here, change colors, font styles, whatever, that'll be happening after today's recording as well. So that said, I guess let's go ahead and hop on in and find out what Space Battleship Yamato is all about.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Air date, October 6th, 1974. That puts it before Gundam, before Macross, before Voltace 5. 3 years before Voltace 5. Is that what the Earth is like right now? Or is that the planet? No, that is the Earth. I think it's right there in the theme song. There is something about 70s anime theme songs. Iskander. Alexander? Iskander was the name of Alexander the Great. I was saying, something about 1970s anime themes that I kind of miss when we're not watching those shows actively. Again, the original Macross theme, the original Gundam theme. Iskander. Is Iskander the enemy homeworld? So in this case, the connotation of the connection between Alexander the Great and the name Iskander is not a good one. It's also interesting, I guess, something from an older anime that you start off giving the premise of the show in the opening. Space knots. The animation of space here is pretty good. Like, better than some 1980s to 90s anime that I've seen. I would put this on the level of Crest of the Stars space. Famous corkscrew pattern. Okay. Oh, never mind. This is on the Yamato. I thought he was on all those other ships. Oh, maybe he is. Okay, I was not prepared for it to be a fleet, so it's kind of like Battlestar Galactica.
こちら地球指令線225号バカめどうぞ。
It's where the enemy ships kind of remind me of a mix of Zentradi meets Xeon. Oh, correction. I thought they were firing for effect. It was like a warning shot. I mean, that didn't bode well. Oh, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, I thought we were expressing that we couldn't hurt each other or something. The explosions are even better than Legends of the Galactic Heroes. Because Legends of the Galactic Heroes, they just poof into a dust cloud. And a lot of these ships are very reminiscent of Terran Trade Authority designs. It's a book series.
方位測定極寒付近凍結した崖のそばです。誰か観測員はいるか。訓練中の学生が2人います。誰だ。古代進と島大輔です。役に立ちそうか。特殊任務用に特別訓練中です。まだ完全ではありませんがなんとかなるでしょう。よし連絡しろ。
I feel like we're about to see the fall of mankind before we get into everything else. If I'm right, that's an amazing setup, and I'm here for it. Gonna make a guess that there's gonna be a survivor of the crash, and it's gonna be like the representative of the alien race in our main cast or something like that. That's just based on modern anime tropes. I have no idea what happened in this show. Gamulus. So far we got Iskander is a place we were going to, and Gamulus is a place things can come from. Guessing that's an escape pod. That's neat what they tried to do there with the characters sliding over the pod door. Oh, she's like that mother figure from Galaxy Express 999. Or one of many characters in Space Pirate Harlock. It is weird how she's got this otherworldly glow to her that the other characters don't seem to have. I hope this isn't our only defense fleet, but at the same time, we already know that Earth gets ruined. Okay. So not all of our weapons are ineffective. Oh, you're lucky as hell you didn't get sucked out into space like the other guy.
我々の艦隊はあと何隻残っているか。はい、本艦のほかミサイル艦が1隻だけです。誰の船だ。護衛隊長古代の船であります。そうか、もうこれまでだな。撤退しよう。
Yeah, I mean, we know he has to retreat. I mean, we know he has to retreat for meta reasons. He can't be the captain of the Yamato if he dies here, right? So... Oh. So this is all that remains of the Earth Defense Fleet. Also, honestly, what does he expect this ship to do? Ram? Because that's all it seems like it's got left. I mean, I understand Kodai's position. He's literally in charge of defense. Oh, that seems like overkill. Just like Dren in OG Gundam and Frederick Aids in Gundam Seed. I got a soft spot for captains going down their ship saluting. I mean, maybe epic was the right word, because this is right up there with, like, again, 1980s Battlestar Galactica, where we start off with the destruction of the human race. We just haven't established who these aliens that are attacking are. I'm also surprised by the number of times I've watched these older anime that we haven't gotten like a mid-roll or something. No, they've been bombarding Earth this whole time. Australia, Japan, China.
21世紀の初め以来、宇宙侵略を着々と進めてきた謎の宇宙艦隊は、ついに太陽系へその魔の手を伸ばし、地球に対して優勢爆弾による無差別攻撃を加え続けているのだ。
If you were gonna do it, meteors and asteroids, right?
謎の宇宙艦隊は圧倒的に強力であり、地球人の絶滅か奴隷化を要求して情け容赦のない攻撃を繰り返してきた。次第に戦力を失っていく地球防衛軍にとって最後の頼みは地球防衛艦隊であったが、強大な謎の宇宙艦隊の攻撃の前に今や地球防衛艦隊は壊滅しようとしているのだ。 優勢爆弾による放射能の汚染は地球の表面はもとより地下をも着実に侵し始めていたの
I mean, the damning thing is that we can see the craters in what should obstinately be the ocean.
その絶滅の時を待つだけだろう。
So
明日への希望はないのだ。
completely destroyed.
見ておれ悪魔め。わしは命ある限り戦うぞ。決して絶望はしない。たとえ最後の一人になってもわしは絶望しない。
Oh, I love this guy. This is the character I want in every anime. Don't know if you want to bring that ship in, though. When it got hit by the lasers, we know it was leaking some sort of lethal gas.
このドックは昔水でいっぱいだったんだ。
放射能の汚染は地下1キロまで来てるな。この分だとあと1年で人類は全滅してしまうぞ。
Oh man, if you had not seen the movie On the Beach, that is also a pretty horrific after nuclear war story about the death of humanity as well. I believe it's a 60s movie, but it's also got a 2000s remake. I'm just saying, if you're down for this concept, you might enjoy On the Beach. It's very depressing.
艦長、兄の船はどうしたんでしょうか。君は古代守の弟です。古代君の。そうか。古代君は男だった。勇敢な男だった。しかし彼はもう帰ってこない。許してくれ。兄さんが無駄死にはさせん。どうして兄さんを連れて帰ってくれなかったんですか、艦長。
I feel like this is just being said out of hurt, because obviously... It is raising a question, though. Why aren't they attacking Mars if we've got, like, Mars bases?
僕の兄さんは死んだんだ。怪我じゃないんだ。死んだんだぞ。
I'll say this, I also didn't expect the survivors to have this sprawling underground city. Although I guess it doesn't really matter if the radiation is coming down this far.
これが例の通信カプセルだな。いや、よくやった。もう一人前だな。二人ともゆっくり休め。はっ。
Yeah, like I said, very familiar body type, face.
そっくりだ。
おや、ここは司令部の病院区域です。
I mean, as long as it's not like indicating towards a spy.
今あそこ行った看護師さんは何ていう人ですか。
森行じゃろ。病院でも一番の大美女だ。お前たちも目が高いじゃないの。
Okay, I'm anticipating these are just the comedy relief guys. Because he didn't look like anybody else. Like, not even the same art style.
今の親父は誰だい？
佐渡竹蔵大先生、動物専門医者だが腕の方は今わかる。あかんかったよ。今日はこれで5つ目の仏様。なんだ？
いえ、なんでも。
What was he doing? Because I'm pretty sure that thing showed, like, body parts.
旧司令本部から
So, like, was he trying to transplant a pig's heart or something? Is the robot a spy? Seemed like it was listening in onto the call.
あの人どうしたの？元気がないわね。ビタミン剤でもあげましょうか。
いや、そんなことじゃダメだ。たった一人の兄さんが冥王星のそばで死んだんだよ。
そう。
男の気持ちよくわかる。女にはわからない。
There you go, 1970s misogyny.
バカいいところで。
All throughout anime, and I guess all media, really.
教えてやる。火星で手に入れた通信カプセル分析できた。
Also, being depressed that your brother died, understandable, but I have to think that everybody around here is going through something like that, considering how long has it been since the entire of humanity.
私の妹サーシアが無事地球へたどり着き、このメッセージがあなた方の手に渡ったらイスカンダルへ来るのです。放射能によって地球の生物が滅びるのはあとわずかに1年。疑ってる時間はないはずです。しかし我々の手には放射能除去装置コスモクリーナー D があります。残念ながらもう私の力でこれを地球へ届けることはできません。銀河系を隔てること14万8000光年。
That's even further away than the Boaznians from Voltes 5.
来ることを信じています。私はイスカンダルのスターシア。
As a reminder,
なんだろうか。どうやらエンジンの設計
okay, there we go, never mind.
信じていいんだろうか、沖田。
I was gonna say 140,000 light years.
4万8000光年。そこまでどうやって
Sorry, 148,000. 148,000 light years. Is how long it takes light to travel that far.
兄さんを殺した奴の中
And they have 1 year to travel that far.
この悔しさを心の中に焼き付けておくんだ。おい待て、お前たちが出て行っても的になるだけだぞ。
This isn't my favorite klaxon that I've ever heard, but I do enjoy it. I like the rising pitch and the let go. I think I've built something like that in an electronics kit I had when I was a kid. Just a resistor and a microphone. Or speaker, rather.
なんで九州のあんなところを。ヤマトといえば大昔の戦いで沈んだ大戦艦のスクラップだ。おかしいな。おい、もうそろそろ九州あたりだぞ。あ、レーダーが何かキャッチした。
Well, black and green was the other guy's colors, or at least green was. The Iskander ship was yellow, so I'm assuming it's not one of theirs. I mean, if the radiation is strong enough that's going 1 kilometer deep underground, I can only imagine how deadly being on the planet itself is. Like, on the surface, I mean.
大丈夫か？人のことよりお前の方を心配しろよ。惜しいことをした。たとえ一機でもこの手で落としてやりたかった。帰ったら大目玉だぜ。しかしなぜこんなところへ敵の偵察機が来たんだろう。お？どうした？お？ 島、あれがヤマトか。本当にあれは鉄くずのスクラップだな。あんなものをどうして敵が偵察に来るんだ。一体どんな秘密があるって言うんだ。
Yeah, how long is it going to take that to become this? Also, I'm concerned about the radiation.
死んだように沈黙しているヤマト。しかしヤマトには 人類の明日への希望が託されているのだ。果たしてヤマトが恐るべき力を発揮するのはいつか。ヤマトよ、200年の眠りから覚めてよみがえれ。
I mean, one of the two greats, right? Look, I know there's actually 4 greats in naval history. Sorry, by greats I mean the largest with the most powerful guns to the point that no other ship was ever made like them. Because one of them is an American, obviously. One of them is British. Episode 18, The Battle of Pluto. Wait, don't... What? That's a spoiler. That is a spoiler. What? Gimli starts invasion early in 21st century. Episode 3, God damn it. I can't... What? The cell in the opening was fixed and different from the rest, which rises up and... Okay. Sorry, these translators just randomly giving me stuff about the future episodes. I don't know. My aversion to reading a spoiler is such that once I read something says episode 13, I don't know what they're correcting for or indicating because I instantly don't want to read it. Anyway, what I was saying. There's an American ship I don't remember the name of. There's a British ship I don't remember the name of. And obviously there's the Yamato, and then there's the Bismarck. Yamato, obviously, from Japan. Bismarck, Germany. Did not know if we were going to get a next time on. Apparently we do not. So yeah, very confusing now that I know the team that did the subtitles on this one are just going to randomly throw in shit at the very end. Very confusing. Obviously, though, I guess maybe I'll make a note that the opening of episode 1 said something about episode 18 and episode 13, so that when I get to episode 18 or 13, I can go back to episode 1 and read what it said. Or I guess maybe you guys can be the filter on that. Okay, there's the idea. You read that, whatever that said. I guess this only works for the Patreon members because obviously YouTube, I have to cover that and silence the music and everything. Copyright stuff, right? Patreon members who see that, let me know if I can read that. If I can't read that, then don't say anything. But if I can, let me know that it's not a spoiler or something. But if it is, obviously, again, don't say anything. The episode, though, again, I really like it because it follows a theme that Battlestar Galactica goes on to do later. I'm sure there's other shows that do a similar thing, but the concept of introducing the fall of mankind first, and then going on the epic journey as a recourse to that, I really like. That is, I was going to say fun, but obviously fun isn't the right word to use for the fall of mankind. It is a choice, I'll say, to show us that and then have the narrator introduce us to the concept of what's happened in recent history. I honestly would have liked to have started back in what it was telling us about. You know, like do one of those things where you show us like a family enjoying like a picnic on Earth or something like I don't even know who has picnics anymore, but show us a family having a picnic on Earth and then boom, meteor strike, wiped out, right? Show us the ground level impact of what this means. Then show us the Earth Defense Force failing, not because they're not strong enough or anything, but that the outside forces obviously, I feel like is what's being indicated, just have an almost unlimited amount to attack us with. So the Earth Defense Forces are just getting whittled down after attack, after attack, after attack, till, boom, here is, I know they told us his name, but I already have forgotten our captain here, what his name is. This is where the effort of the board comes into play, because once I start doing the board, I'll have seen their names like every time I do something, so So again, after episode 2, after episode 3, whenever I start doing all that stuff, that is when I will have these names more cemented in my head. So forgiveness for right now. But that's when you would bring him up. Also, I would kind of like to see more of his backstory. I mean, as a matter of course, rather than flashback. Because I really like where he's coming from, that we have to do whatever it takes to make them pay for what they've done, or to ensure the survival of humanity. That we can't go out in a blaze of glory, right? Because that's what everybody wants. It feels like in stories like this, they want to go out and take as many out with them as they possibly can. And that other guy being in charge of the defense forces, I don't feel any ill will towards him for talking down to our captain here, or doing what he did. I think even as a course of action, if he hadn't done what he did, they probably would have been attacked and killed. He was a good distraction. He took out a number of ships, probably bought, was it Okita? Was the Okita the main ship? Whatever. It's not the Yamato, obviously. Bought them enough time to get away. I guess much like in Voltace 5, the first episode does leave me with the question of, hey, if we've got operations on Mars, and Mars isn't getting attacked, why don't we just move people to Mars? Obviously, it doesn't look like Mars is inhabitable here, so that's not like a huge concern. But it feels like if we were putting people on Mars in the first place, then there's at least some sort of habitation capable. Like, I don't know if they're doing, like, complete boreholes or domed cities or anything, but that little military base where those 2 guys were at, which clearly you'd have to hold some people. I don't know. Again, thoughts for the future. I will obviously come back afterwards, because I'm watching these 3 episodes together, but then when I pick back up again and pick up the next set of episodes, whatever I do, I will have rewatched the first set of episodes and have notes on them. So whatever I'm spewing out here is just first contact thoughts. We'll have notes later, which will be more stuff I've noticed, stuff I have questions for, keeping track of things, that sort of thing. So, yeah. This has been the first episode of 1974 Space Battleship Yamato. I'm pleasantly surprised. I am happy with it. And I look forward to seeing more. So, once again, I've been Theta, this has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?